Hi, and welcome to Copy Trading on YouTube. Today I'm going to go over how to deposit money in eToro. I'm going to be depositing €500 myself into my account today, and I'm going to be going through you all the steps on how you do that, the conversion fees, the currencies accepted, etc. But first of all, you need to complete your profile, which includes updating your proof of address and government ID. So you'll see that at the top of your screen here. If it's not completed, it will say like 50% or 60%. So once you have that completed, you're ready to deposit money, okay? So eToro doesn't have an overall charge or a set deposit for any deposit fee, but it does have a conversion fee, which means the same as when you go to a bank, you can convert money from one currency to another. This is the fee. So eToro runs on US dollars, okay? So if you deposit US dollars, there is no conversion fee. But if you deposit money from the 9 other currencies that are accepted, which are the euro, the Great Britain pounds, the Australian dollar, the Filipino peso, the Vietnam dong, the MYR in Myanmar, the IDR in Indonesia, the Thai baht, and the RMB in China. So there's a conversion fee that is similar that's offered to currency trading. Okay, so you will be able to see the conversion rate before you deposit. Okay, but it's calculated by a PIP rate. Okay, so PIP is short for price interest point. Okay, so I'm going to go through this now in a second. I'll just show you on eToro. When you go to deposits, you'll see the rate, the deposit rate here. Okay, so today I am going to be depositing €500. So the rate for the dollars is going to be 1.1796. So for each euro, I'm going to get 1.1796. And the PIP fee is already taken out of that, okay? So it equals to $590, which is great. I always love to convert my money from euro into dollars. It just seems that I have more, but I don't. But let's go back to my notes here. Okay, so first of all, you need to understand, I'm just going to expand this so you can see it. Okay, so as I said, eToro doesn't have a set fee for depositing money, but it has a conversion fee if you're not using US dollars. So US dollars, there's no fee, okay? But one of the other 9 currencies, there's the PIP rate, okay? So this is used for currency trading, forex trading. So it's actually a lot easier than it looks, and in stock trading and stock market is easier than you think, but to have these terms and shortened versions of words that people may not understand for beginners. So I'm just going to explain what price interest point is. Okay, so it is a measure of the change in currency value that the smallest amount that the currency exchange can make. Okay, so how it is worked out is currencies are quoted and they are valued to the fourth decimal place. So if I go back to eToro, you see here there's 1, 2, 3, 4 decimal places. Okay, so all the time or most of the time, except if it's Japanese, I believe it's done to the second 2 decimal places, but all other currencies when you're trading them is to 4 decimal places. So you can see there's 4 decimal places there. Okay, so that is, I'm going to explain what the PIP rate is now. Okay, so just remember it that currencies go to the 4 decimal places. So if I wanted to change euro to USD to US dollars, and the exchange rate is €1 is 1.1839, and the price increases by 1 pip. So 1 pip would, remember it's 4 decimal places, is 0.001. So the actual price that eToro would sell it to you as, or that the value after it goes up by 1 pip, sorry, is would be 1.1840. So it increased by 1 pip. So 1/4 of the decimal place there. Okay. So I'm going to give you an example here. This will make it easier. And then I'm going to go on to depositing funds into eToro. I just want to make sure everyone understands this part first. Okay, so for an example, when you deposit euro, eToro charges 50 pips for the conversion of euro to USD. Okay, so it charges 50 pips. Okay, it's different for other currencies. I'm going to show you that in a minute. So let's just say, okay, so let's see say the currency rate for €1 is 1.1839. eToro charges 50 pips. Okay, which remember is 0.050. Okay. So then the exchange rate after the pip fee is €1 minus 50 pips of the original value, which will give you 1.1789. Okay, so then you will multiply this value here after taking away the 50 pips away from the conversion. This is done automatically in the system, but just to explain. And then you would multiply it by your, like, let's say, okay, so after the pip rate, I go to my trusty calculator. So after I minus the 50 pips, the 0.0050, I have the currency, which this is the currency what I will have in my account after I deposit. So let's say I deposit 1,000 or €500. Sorry, I'm just gonna delete that one. So let's say I'm going to deposit €500. So I multiply that by 500 after minusing the pip rate, and that's what the conversion fee is going to be. So I looked this up earlier on, and you can see it's 590, and it shows that on eToro too. Okay, it might have moved slightly. So there you see. And if I go to eToro, you'll see here 590 here. So it's correct. Okay. It might have went up slightly by a decimal place there, but 590 since I made the review. Okay, so hopefully everyone understands that. So it's automatically put into the rate. So there you can see, remember that the pip is just the fourth decimal place. So it's 150 pips is the 0.050. So eToro minuses that away from the the currency rate from euro to dollars, and then it multiplies after the pip rate what you are going to invest. So I said 500, multiply that by 500, 589, and then if I go to eToro, it'll show 590. Okay, so it's perfectly correct there. Okay, it might have went up by a decimal place since I made that figure. Okay, so hopefully that's PIP. Okay, so that is points. So that is the point of interest. So price interest point. Okay. So that is used in trading terms, and hopefully everyone understands that. But it's automatically calculated on eToro to make it simple for you. So you can check out eToro's rates on their website. I'll leave a link in the description. For each currency, there's different pip rates. Okay. So let's see here. If you look on this page, I'll leave a link. So when you deposit, like for euros here, Australian dollars, it's 100 pips. Okay, when you deposit with euro, it's 150 pips. Okay, conversion fee upon deposit. And then once you withdraw, it's a smaller amount. It's 50 pips, 50 pips, 50 pips. So this is the conversion fee when you use credit card, PayPal, Skills, NetTeller, and all of the rapid transfer, Union Pay, or local online banking. But if you use wired transfer, Ideal or Softwort, it's 50 pips for each of the currencies. Okay, so you have to do it's automatically calculated in the system, but this will just give you an overview of how much is charged for the conversion fee. So this is done through all currency trading. You'll see this on all platforms that the charge is pip fee. So there we go. So you can check out that for your currency there. Okay. And it shows you an example here at the bottom of how it's calculated. Okay, so I'm going to be depositing. What I recommend is that you keep with the same deposit method and withdrawal method. I read online that it's just has less issues and they never have issues once they use PayPal. I always use PayPal or my credit card, and then I withdraw with my PayPal or credit card, but you can use whichever payment method you prefer. Okay, just to go over a few other things here. So the minimum deposit for PayPal and credit card is $200. Okay. But after the forced deposit is $50. And the deposit for me goes in instantly, but depending on your bank, it could take 1 to 2 days for PayPal and 4 to 6 days for your credit card. That's dependent on your bank account and which country you're from. But I'm from Ireland and it goes in instantly for me. So you can check that out for yourself. Don't worry if it doesn't go in straight away. It's the same when you deposit money into a transfer money in Ireland in a bank account. First time you do it to another bank account, they might hold it, but then after that, it's kind of instant or at least within a day. Okay, so just keep that in mind. For me, it's instantly. Okay, and then also you for bank transfers, the minimum deposit is larger. It's €500, but it can take up to 4 to 6 days. And remember, after the forced bank transfer, it might be quicker once the banks realize that you're using this more often. And then I just want to go over this quickly before I go on to depositing the money. So via Skrills or Neteller, the minimum deposit is $50, but you can only use these services after the forced deposit through the other mediums, as I mentioned up here, bank transfer or credit card, debit card, etc., or PayPal. So just remember about that. Okay, and then the other only thing is the maximum deposit per day on eToro is $10,000. So that's the maximum you can deposit in one day. I just want to show you before I deposit with I use PayPal and it's instant. But if you were going to use bank transfer, I'll just show you how that looks. So if you go into the bank transfer, you press continue. You just have to let it load up and it's going to give you all eToro. eToro keeps your funds in specific bank accounts in top tier banks. So it's exactly the same as depositing money into a bank account. Okay. That's just going to load up in a second, but it's going to give you all of the eToro bank sort code, IBAN, etc. And then you have to go to your bank account and send it on to eToro. And then that's the steps you have to do for that. Okay, let's just see yeah, there we go. It's loaded up. Okay, so this is the information you get from eToro. You'll see the transaction ID, which you can print or take a screenshot and save. So you're depositing 500, and then you go to your bank account and you enter all these details in the sort code, bank address, etc. And then you can save it on your bank account, so you only have to enter it in once, and the IBAN number. And then it says to divide unnecessary bank fees by transferring to eToro's transfer to eToro's equivalent currency account. E.g., if you use euro, transfer into a euro account, keep it with euro to euro. Okay. So if you are in the Filipinos, or sorry, if you're using the Filipino it's peso, sorry. You would transfer the money over to Filipino peso into eToro. Okay, you wouldn't change it to dollars and then transfer it in. Okay, so here, please note that refault payments sent are not processed and may get lost in transfer. Okay, I don't use refault. Okay, that's a US payment through PayPal, I believe. Bank transfers can take 4 to 7 days. Okay, missing. Okay, so just make sure, guys, that you enter in all the details, etc. And then once you finish your deposit through your bank account, contact the customer service to tell them that you transferred the money, just to speed up things. And I believe that is what you have to do, but I'll give you instructions on that. It should be automatic, but for me, I would do that also. I just tell them, oh, okay, I transferred this money and can you approve it, etc. So you can visit the help center here and just contact, but your funds are kept in segregated accounts at reputable banks. So it's all very safe. And we never share your investment account details. So secure transaction. Okay. So that is with your bank account. So after you transfer your money to your bank account, go onto the live chat, go onto eToro, and open up a ticket and tell them that you sent the transfer over. I believe that's what you have to do for the first time, okay? And that will make sure that the money is accepted quicker into your eToro account. So you can look up more info that information, but I've seen on their website that you have to contact support after you send the bank transfer, and it would be good practice to do that just for the first time at least, okay? So then moving on, you can do through your credit card. So credit card is just the same as everything if you're purchasing online, except you will enter your details there and you'll put in your amount. Remember, 200 is the minimum for your credit card. $200, okay? So you can put in dollars. You can switch here if you're depositing in euro or dollar. So I use euro, but 200 is the minimum for USD on your credit card. But once you do your forced deposit, the next time you can deposit a minimum of $50 each time. You just put in your card details and use the same details as you use for your profile and submit. When I do submit, it instantly is loaded into my account. But depending on your bank account and maybe the first time you do it, it might take 4 to 6 days. Okay. But then if you go on to the other options, remember that the other options, Nutella and Skrills, is only accepted after you've done your first deposit through PayPal, credit card, or bank transfer. Okay, so with PayPal, it's the same. The minimum is $200. Okay, so 200 US dollars. And all you have to do is you can press yours. So that's the minimum. If you try and put in, but because I said this could take, the first time you do it could take the 1 to 2 days, okay? But it should be instant. For me, it's instant. And another tip for you guys, if you are going to deposit with PayPal, make your withdrawals with PayPal. But I always use PayPal because it's another level of security for me, okay? So it just makes sense. Okay. And just while I'm here, I want to shout out to everyone that has subscribed to my channel. It is really appreciated. And thanks very much for that. I'm going to be making lots more videos soon. But okay, so what else do I have to show you here? So it's really easy. Just click on the deposit button. Select I'm going to be selecting euros today. Remember, the rate is, so I'm going to be depositing €500. The rate is there, okay? The PIP, the conversion fee is already taken out, okay? So you can see a change there slightly. So I'm getting 159, the same as what my calculator said before there. So that's the currency changes in value all the time, okay? So you can see that it's already worked into your price. Okay, I'm going to use PayPal, so I'm putting €500, so I'll get $589. Woo! That I can start trading with. I'll start to add to my funds for my day trading at the moment. I'm doing day trading. I'm going to be making more videos on that. I'm going to be doing copy trades too with real money soon. Just building up my account. So the money that you don't need, or that's etc. that you just build up over the months. So here we go. So euro, it's so easy. 500. I'm gonna deposit today. So I select euro. It'll give me 589 with PayPal. So click the submit button, and it'll bring me to my PayPal page. It'll just take a second to load up. And 1 second. There we go. So there's my PayPal. I log into PayPal. Dum, dum, dum. Okay, my internet is a bit slow because everyone's on the internet these days. There we go. Okay, so here we go. eToro is at the top. PayPal. There we go. Okay, so €500. Press pay now. Just take a few seconds. And it's loading up, loading up, loading up. We're gonna get there. But I trust eToro with my money now because I've been using it since March. So, right, there we go. Your deposit was processed successfully. Okay, you have a deposit ID, deposit amount. So I already have about 500 in my account, so that'll bring me up to 1,000. So I'll have over a bit over 1,000 for day trading, and I'll build up on that every month. So okay, thanks very much. So that's done. I hope that answers everyone's questions. I just like that the pip rate is all automatically done into your account. Everything is there. So okay, quoted value, fourth decimal place. I went over everything. Remember, the minimum is $200. If you're in the USA, it's $50. And check for other countries, the minimum might be lower. Okay, but for Ireland and most European countries, etc., and this is the rates that you'll charge. But check up on eToro's website. It may be different for some regions. I know for the US, the minimum deposit is only $50, but there's other restrictions on accounts over there too. But it might be different for different countries. But as again, thanks everyone for subscribing to my channel, and yeah. There'll be a link in the description if you want to sign up for eToro. It's my partner link, so you'll be supporting the channel if you sign up through them links. Hope everyone's having a great day, and hope everyone's been successful in trading. And I'll see you on the next video soon. Peace and love. Till the next time. Bye.